Alright, you guys. So, I finally saw Creed. I saw it like a day or two ago. But I didn't finish, I only got up to like Rocky 2 in my reviews. Like I said, I've had a really, really busy week. I haven't had the time to review them all. Hopefully by now, if you're seeing this video at least, all the rest of the Rocky reviews are up on the channel now and you can go check them out right now. Let's talk about Creed. And Creed is the Rocky spin-off, really. I mean, I guess you could call it that. It's in the Rocky universe, but it's not about Rocky. Rocky's in there, but it's not a Rocky story. So really, Rocky Balboa is the final Rocky movie. But we meet Adonis Creed. And Adonis Creed is the love child of Apollo Creed. Now, apparently, before he died, Apollo Creed had an affair and, impregnated somebody, and thus Adonis Creed is born. And when he's younger, Apollo Creed's ex-wife, or widow, or whatever, she finds Adonis, she takes him in as his own, and she raises him as his own, as her own. And, all he's known in his whole life is fighting. He knows who his dad is, but he really wants to fight, not because it's what his dad did, but it's because that's what he's always done since he was a little kid, get into fights and stuff like that. He wants to fight. So he moves to Philadelphia, and he meets Rocky Balboa, and he knows the relationship Rocky Balboa had with his father, and he wants Rocky to train him to be, the best fighter he could possibly be. Now, what I think of Creed is, I love this movie. I love this movie so much. Up until this point, Straight Outta Compton was still my #1 movie of the year. I didn't think it was going to stay that way at the end. But Creed has topped Straight Outta Compton as my favorite movie of the year thus far. But we got another big movie coming out within the next week or two that I'm pretty damn excited about. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be a #1, but we'll see. But yeah, right now, that's how much I love Creed. It's my favorite movie of the year. Let's talk about, this movie's directed by Ryan Coogler, by the way, who directed Fruitvale Station, which also starred Michael B. Jordan. Now, Michael B. Jordan is playing Adonis Creed, and his We Forgive You for Fantastic Four. I forgive you, Michael B. Jordan. I never doubted you as an actor. I just, that movie was a mess, and I forgive you for it. Totally, it's like, okay, hang on. This just came to my head just now. If you know what this movie I'm going to quote is, you get some extra points. Comment in the movie down below. Here's the quote. Just when I thought that you couldn't get any dumber, you go and do something like this. And totally redeem yourself. That's what Michael B. Jordan did. His performance in this movie is outstanding. Sylvester Stallone as Rocky Balboa. Holy shit, he needs to get nominated. I don't know if I'm ready to say he should win, but he deserves a nomination for this one. For Best Supporting Actor, give him a nomination, please, Academy. I know you don't care about what us, the viewer, has to say. Different discussion for a different time. But damn it, he deserves it. And this is the best I have ever seen Sylvester Stallone actually perform. Except for maybe Rocky Balboa. I don't know. But definitely the first time in a very, very long time. This is the best he's ever performed. Michael B. Jordan is damn good in this movie. The guy who was playing, the guy who was fighting or whatever, I forget his name off the top of my head right now, but that guy was really good. The acting in this movie is performance. It's brilliant. It's phenomenal. The writing in this movie is great. The story points are great. But let's talk about where Rocky Balboa is in the world, because technically, yes, it's not a Rocky movie, but Rocky's in it, so let's talk about Rocky. Where is Rocky at this point in his life? He was broken in Rocky Balboa, the last one, right? I'd say he's even more broken now, because not only is his wife gone, but, I guess, is this a spoiler? I'm not going to consider this a spoiler. Why? Because they showed it in the trailer. So this is a non-spoiler review, really, because it's in the trailer. But, Paulie is now gone. And they kind of have a brief mention of, how Paulie died. I think it was how he died or how long ago he died or something. There's a mention of, why Paulie's gone now. And it sucks. It like the Adrian thing, it sucks to see him go. But like I said, this is not a Rocky story, so there's really no need for other Rocky characters to be in this movie, really. Because the focus is definitely on Donnie Creed. Um, but yeah, Paulie's gone, and like again in the trailer you've seen this, but Rocky has become terminally ill, and this is a huge story point in the movie. I thought I'm like, okay, they're just gonna kind of throw that in there, but I guess when Sylvester Stallone says he's done with Rocky, he's done with the Rocky franchise, and then Sylvester Stallone decides to do a movie because somebody pitched him this. Ryan Coogler, the director, pitched him this idea, and he loved this idea. If you got a guy who was done with a franchise to say, okay, I'll be Rocky Balboa one more time for this movie because that's how much I love the idea, it's a damn good movie. Right from the get-go, I had high hopes for this movie. It sucks seeing Rocky getting terminally ill, but it's great for his story because we've seen him when he's had nothing. We've seen him grow into this family man to, being filthy rich and then losing everything again and just kind of furthering himself. Not really furthering himself, but his son kind of wants to get out of his father's shadow. And now we're at this point where he's terminally ill, and we've seen the life of Rocky. We have grown up with Rocky, really. I mean, it wasn't a kid when we met him, but you guys know what I mean. And it's spectacular. It's a spectacular film. The fighting in this movie, I had to talk about the fighting. There is one fight in particular where it is literally all one shot. They shot a fight scene in one shot. Very Birdman-like. And what I mean by that is you'll see it in the movie, and it's kind of hard to explain how cool it is, but when you see it, you'll know. The camera does 360s, and there's close-ups on his face, kind of zooming in and zooming out, going around the ring, and there's no cuts in that fight, and it's awesome. It's beautiful, and I love it. Yeah, I absolutely love this movie so much. I do. The girl in this movie, I forget her name, but she was kind of like the love interest for Donnie. She was Donnie's Adrian. What I think about her is I liked her. At first in the trailers and stuff and the clips, I'm like, yeah, it doesn't really look like I'm going to care about that character. And in the beginning, it kind of feels that way. It's like, yeah, I'm still not caring about this character. But as the movie goes on, you're like, damn, that's a good character. I want to see more of her and Donnie together. I do. I love those two. So yeah, and especially if you're a hardcore Rocky fan like myself, there are some references and stuff in here, some callbacks to the original movie in particular, and you guys are just gonna love all the Rocky references and stuff like that in this movie of what happened to certain characters and who that person is, and they kind of mention stuff like that. Now Rocky's son Robert is not in the movie, and I'm like, okay, well it's not Rocky's movie, so I get it. But honestly, I was a little surprised that they even decided to mention him. Yes, they did. They mentioned where Robert is throughout this movie and where he has been. And I was pretty surprised to see that, but I liked it. It worked. It's fine. Bottom line, guys, I loved Creed. I loved Creed so much. I highly recommend it, especially if you're a hardcore Rocky fan or if you're just a fan of the first movie, definitely check Creed out. It's a really good one. All in all, guys, like I said, it is my favorite movie of the year. I love it a lot. So far, it's still my favorite movie of the year. There's still some more movies I have to see before the year is over. But, yeah, right now, Creed is my favorite movie of the year. I liked it that much. I think if you guys are Rocky fans, you will not be disappointed. I'm going to give Creed a high A+. What do you guys think of Creed? Have you seen it? Comment your thoughts down in the comment section below. Like the video, share, and subscribe. Just do it!